Hi, my name is Stephen Murphy. I'm a partner here at Block O'Toole Murphy. I want to talk to you about a case that I handled with Michael Hurwitz, another partner at our firm. Mr. Hurwitz and I represented a 27-year-old Spanish-speaking immigrant who was a construction worker. And he was working in Queens doing a demolition of a building. He was on the third floor of this building, and they were demoing the stairs of this building. Now, when you think of demolition, you think, okay, there are definite consequences to demolition. It has to be done in a carefully planned way. All of the people involved need to communicate, and the safest possible way needs to be employed. And I don't know how anyone thought this was a good idea, but my client was instructed to tie a rope onto the stairs while he was standing on the third floor and secure the stairs by merely holding the rope. He was the only thing that was sustaining these stairs, as another worker was using a blowtorch and torching the stairs with the idea that they were going to extricate the stairs from the building and remove it. So while another worker was using a blowtorch to torch the stairs, my client was using that rope to prevent the stairs from falling. And the worker inadvertently used the torch and went all the way through the steel of the stairs and caused it to completely disengage from the building. This massive amount of steel was now suspended in midair, ready to fall to the ground, but the only thing preventing it from falling to the ground was my client. Almost like he jumped on a trampoline and propelled himself from the third floor to the first floor, where he crashed onto the unforgiving floor on the first floor. Our client sustained an injury to his shoulder and to his knee that both required arthroscopic surgery. He also had what's known as a one-level anterior cervical discectomy with fusion. That's a neck surgery where they're putting plates and screws in your neck at one vertebral body level. He also had what's known as a discectomy in his lower back. That's a surgery where they remove a disc from your lower back with the hopes that that's going to reduce your pain and give you a better quality of life. Our client had a somewhat effective recovery, but he still wasn't able to go back to work. What we heard from the other side, the opponents of our case, the defendants, this isn't a labor law case. This isn't a construction accident case that triggers labor law section 240. We heard it over and over and over again. And what we did was hire the right experts, procure the right testimony during depositions, and make sure that we were well positioned where we filed a summary judgment motion. And the defendants kept on saying they were not responsible under section 240 of the labor law over and over and over again, all the way up until the judge said they were. The judge found the defendants responsible, and the consequences of that are pretty significant. Once we have a judge that rules in our favor, identifying the defendants as appropriate labor law 240 defendants who violated the appropriate sections, what we're able to show is that they didn't provide this particular worker a safe place to work, and now they are legally responsible. That means we have what they call a damages-only trial. It means a trial is only about what our client, what his damages were, what his injuries were, and how they've affected his life. The case ended up with a $5,750,000 settlement. What I look at in terms of what was the key to our success here, we just knew the law better than the other side, and we exploited that. It was something that was very pronounced when we were arguing the labor law in front of a judge, when the motions were filed, and there's no substitute for being well-versed in the area of law that you're working on. And there's really no firm that does it better on the labor law side, on the protected construction workers, than Block O'Toole Murphy. And that's what drove the success in this case. If you've been involved in an accident and you're looking for a lawyer who's going to really fight for you, call Block O'Toole Murphy. You can reach us at 212-736-5300. And you can learn more about our firm by looking at our firm website, www.block.com.